So they saying Game is on the Moonwalk Tour. They calling Game DJ Unk. Cause he about to walk it back, walk it back, walk it back, walk it back. East side walk it back, west side walk it back. Oh hell no. And some people just saying, oh, he's hitting a crazy King of Cap lie. So let's get to what Game said about Drake's verse on No Breaks.
Hey, is there a verse from Drake that we haven't heard yet? That was supposed to be on No Breaks?
Maybe, maybe I pulled it off because I didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, man, that is not the first version of that song. There was about 3 versions, and some other versions, they weren't really too kind, you know? So I pulled certain things off the album. I pulled a lot. I altered the album a lot to make sure that the focus would be more on music and less on BS, man.
Ooh, wait a minute. I see a lot of people covering it. I always be catching stuff. I feel like the psychology that people aren't catching. Because a lot of people are only talking about, he said he removed the Drake verse, but let's keep it going though. But remember what he said closely.
So I pulled certain things off the album. I pulled
things, plural, with an S. Okay.
You know, so I pulled certain things off the album. I pulled a lot. I altered the album a lot to make sure that the focus would be more.
Altered it a lot
on music and less on BS, man. To be honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it to protect certain individuals?
Maybe it was just to protect the coast as a whole. You know what I'm saying? I think it was better just to deliver an album full of music with no beefs. I don't think I'm dissing anyone on the album, if I can be perfectly honest.
Okay.
You don't think you're dissing anyone? Hold on. Oh, we're going to break this down. So first of all, this lets me know that No Breaks, 100% he's dissing Kendrick. 100%. 1,000,000%. Because now, let's assume that there was a Drake verse that was dissing Kendrick on No Breaks. Does now it makes sense that everything he's saying is, I'm riding with Drake, me and Drake, they told me 2 sides, but out Drake. Could you imagine now you add a diss to Kendrick on there? And here's another thing I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about. They're talking about the Drake. First of all, clearly Drake still wants smoke. All right, okay. But if you're telling me you changed things, plural, and you changed a lot, that lets me know it's more than Drake dissing Kendrick on this album originally. I'm back. He's back. And I'm about to put y'all on again. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know I used to do those free cash ads, right? Yes, sir! I stopped for a while because I wanted to test those other apps and see which ones work the best. And let me tell you something. I'm back for a reason.
Got money. Yeah.
If you've never tried it before, now is a perfect time. And if you haven't tried it in a while, tap back in. They've made a bunch of updates and added even more ways to earn. And they made it easier than ever to make money. Right now, if you sign up using my link, you will get $10 just for using the link to start up your first game. That's literally money just for starting.
Easy money. Free money.
And then you can keep earning just by playing games right in front of your phone. You're probably already scrolling, so you might as well get paid while you're doing it. Look, I wouldn't be talking about it again if I didn't think it was something worth coming back to. Hit the link in my description or scan the QR code and claim your first $10 just like that. So start your first game and let your boy know how much you made. Amen? Let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you what I think happened. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think happened. I think Game made a Kendrick diss album. I think Game has disses out there that he's not dropping. I think this documentary 3 was about to be very disrespectful towards Kendrick. I think he went and that's the reason when he got Drake. That's the reason he, knowing what Drake was going to do, because he's not stupid. He didn't hear the disses and go, oh, wait a minute, I never expected that this could be an option. I'm going to tell you what happened. I think he was getting ready to diss Kendrick. I think that conversation where Mac Wop said he talked to Top Dog and he waved the white flag, I think at that moment, that's when he got to altering things. I think he was going to diss Kendrick and got cold feet. You know, Kendrick be terrifying these. I think he was going to go all the way. And with things that he said in posts and Instagrams, there's even a post out right now where he's acknowledging that he basically was baiting Kendrick and LA Monster, which I'm going to react to too. So I think what happened was it was too late for Game to go back and re-record a whole album. So that's why you have the No Break sounding so, it's just a Drake snippet, then it feels like someone pulled Drake out of there, because I think originally the whole it's still a Kendrick diss, but now with I don't think if he recorded new verses possibly, I don't think he changed too much, but even if he did, I think these new verses are windows into the old verse. So I definitely think he was dissing. I just think he got cold feet now, which now the album sounds weird. And then another thing, which is why he had to pull it out, he got scared at the very last moment. I'm not saying he's scared of Kendrick. I think he just got scared of the backlash, scared of what he's going to have to deal with possibly. And I'm not talking about street. Maybe scared is the wrong word. I think he got cold feet. I think he said, I'm biting off too much I could chew in this rap thing. I'm going to keep it real. And then here's another thing. When Game says the Freudian slip of, he does it sometimes, I think I'm not dissing anybody in this album. Nigga, you know one thing a rapper who writes his own music is not going to say. He thinks he's not dissing anybody. You diss him. And here's another clip. And this is the part where they're saying, well, this is the part of the Moonwalk tour, but the cap, they said, is on a different level in this clip. Hold on. I read the headline and I said, there's gaslighting, right? Then there's drowning somebody in a barrel of diesel fuel. Just listen to this.
So we know as soon as you hate, we know exactly who you are.
Mm-hmm. I feel it. But back to the lines that people pick apart,
yeah.
Right? Like, I raised the boogeyman, GNX scares the hose away.
Yeah.
Right? You're being playful, right? I think.
Well, think about it. I had a GNX, you know what I'm saying? And my chick at that time, like, she didn't really want to ride in that.
Oh, bro, what have I been saying? Y'all got to give me my flowers, bro. I be knowing the psychology of rappers. I'm a rapper, bro. But I just be calling the cap out. What did I say was going to be the number one weapon? Was going to be gaslighting. What do I say? Niggas love to lie. In this, it's not just rappers, it's all entertainers. They love to show you something right in front of your face and then tell you it's something completely. So you put the shot that the GNX scares the hoes because you owned a GNX. What year did you own a GNX? Why is it right now that you're saying this? And you're going to try to convince us now that line was about your ex? Oh my. Listen, this how you know. That's why she your ex, nigga. Because you a lion, you a dog, nigga. This feels like Shaggy's, it wasn't me. But I caught you fucking on it wasn't me. That's what it feels. Oh, nah. Game might be the go for this. Die with the lie. Yeah, because what is the alternative? Claiming the shot and then potentially having Kendrick on your necklace? No, lie, nigga. You lie. I respect it.
All black, dark windows, like it to a pretty girl, that's like a gang banging car. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I
Nah, Shorty in the back clocked it. She laughed her out. She said, nigga, what? But now, this whole industry some faces. So I feel like he gonna try to be like, oh yes, Game. I'm not gonna use my own context clues, my own brain. I'm just gonna accept what you told me because I need another interview one day. And I'm not taking shots at him. I would say that 99% of media figures, because they don't want to rock the boat. They didn't come here to get you on a gotcha moment. But just listen to Shorty's laugh because this says it all. Hold on.
To a pretty girl, that's like a gang banging car. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
it wasn't just a girl that was laughing. Like, there's a couple of people laughing like.
When I said it, that's what I meant. Kendrick dropped the GNX album, so I mean, it's one of those things where you can take it how you want. As far as raising the boogeyman, I actually did. My music, I came first. Kendrick told you himself on Black Boy Fly and countless times of how much he looked up to me and what my career did inspiration-wise. So it's like,
I can't believe this nigga tried to. Why you always lie? That is the greatest. Nah. And then you know what's the funniest part? Because there's another thing that he said that I feel like people. He basically says by saying, well, then Kendrick dropped the next so you can take it however you want it. He's basically saying, I'm lying here. Just take it as it is. I feel like he was saying, and then at the end, he's like, this sounds crazy. Hey, so take it how you want it. Because if it wasn't meant to be a diss, he wouldn't say at the end, well, Kendrick dropped next so you can take it how you want it. So it's a diss, nigga. What do you mean? If it wasn't, you go, I'm not dissing Kendrick Lamar. But this, oh, nah. Oh, nah. Game, nah.
that's no cap. That's just me.
Remember, people forget. People said Game and Fat Joe were the prolific cappers of hip hop. I remember there's a picture where Game photoshopped him with like Tupac. Oh my God!
Being transparent after
that is what it
him
is.
Being transparent, yeah. But it's all love, homie.
But picking a side, I'm picking homicide. I said, yo, Game,
come on.
I almost text you about that.
So the thing is, it's like again, I got
This literally feels like a deposition. This literally feels like, boy, did he write? Boy, these lies is. Woo! What? My girl I had a GNX and it scared my girl.
I'm gonna have like it's gonna be a tennis match for everything that you tell me, right? So it's like
I understand.
With picking a side, I don't gotta pick a side. All living things must perish.
I think.
Everybody in this room will perish, right? No one leaves this earth alive, right? So when I say pick a side, pick homicide. Like, don't stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me.
Now, who's playing with you, gang? This the most bipolar, circular logic I've ever heard, bro. He just said, if you're not picking a side of pick homicide, they playing with me. Nigga. Oh, God.
I'm out here. I'm with all that. I live my life, and I've been out here. I haven't moved out of LA. I haven't changed my area code. My phone number's still 213. I've been in here. I've been out here my entire career. We live in a city that has, killed multiple people, our friends, our family members, some rappers and all that. And I could have been any one of those people at any point of those times. That's how tricky LA is. But I never ran from it, and I know what I'm a part of and who I am.
I think the nigga forgot the original question. Choose homicide. This nigga talking about, yeah, it's tough growing up in LA. A lot of niggas die in LA. Okay, so tell me about the line. What does that have to do with the line?
I try to lead with positivity, but I'm also who I am, bro. I'm just who I am. And
100%.
Again, if I die later on in my life from cancer,
my nigga ain't answer the question.
or if it's a gunshot wound, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just, I'm not in control of that, man. I'm just out here being real and being transparent with everybody that is.
This is the most he asked you, what is the line? Choose a side, I'm choosing homicide. Clearly, Game has now thought of the PR move. I'm going to walk all this back. I'm going to act like people aren't seeing what I'm saying. Even currently on Instagram, when you're acknowledging you're baiting Kendrick, this seems like your team got together. Is like, yeah, this ain't work. This ain't work. We ain't get the numbers we wanted. We got to now act like what are you talking about, Diss Kendrick? What are you talking about? And you notice how all of these was the most weird, like the GNX one. That's nigga, come on, game. And then this one now is the most blatant, like I think he thinks that's the hardest line to lie away. So when they ask him, what did you mean by that? The nigga gonna tell you, well, you see, I grew up in LA, and LA's killed a lot of people, it's true, killed like rappers, our homies, our family, and I could be any one of those. 5 hours later, so if I die because of cancer or a bullet, I can't choose that. All living things must go. One day we all gonna go. What the hell does that have to do with you choose a side and you're choosing homicide in the context of you, Kendrick, and Drake situation? What are we doing, game? What are we doing, nigga? This be working on people though. There's people be like, see. But this the same shit that happens with the J. Cole dissing niggas. The same shit with niggas say with Big Sean was dissing niggas. Every time it's clearly what's going on. And then someone be like, this is what's going on. And it'd be just the stands or the fans or the people just waiting for some sort of lie to be taken no matter how bad and run with it. So they can be like, see, y'all just starting drama. Not that, yeah, my man bit off a little bit more than he could chew and he walking it back. But like, because if you could hear this nigga say the GNX line and say it was about his ex, and then later even in that, he couldn't even, the real nigga in him couldn't even maintain that line the whole time, because at the very end he goes, but Kendrick dropped GNX so you can take it however you want. What? Because you know what that functionally does, right? That gets us right. He didn't answer any of these questions. If you guys are wondering, not one of these questions was answered. He finessed the shit, because all of that GNX explanation just to end it with, but Kendrick dropped GNX so you could take it how you want, essentially gets us now to, you ask, how are we supposed to take this? What were you saying? The nigga gives you like a flimsy excuse, and then at the end of the excuse gets back to, but you could take it how you want. So now we're back at the beginning of the question, nigga. What do you mean? So if we take it as a diss, then it's a diss. That's what he's saying. And then the homicide line, they got, what do you mean? Nigga goes in a diatribe of life and death. And his philosophy of everything must go. He got cold feet. He was about to jump out the window. And then he said, nah, nigga, it's too cold outside. That's the only thing that makes sense now, because what? That's why I know Break sounds like an incomplete song. That's what it was, because there was Dissing Kendrick on it. And if you look at that song now with a Drake diss on it, you clearly know the game is Dissing Kendrick, bro. Come on, man. Hip Hop is a sport tournament today, day 2, 5 o'clock Eastern. Tune in.